Thank you guys so much for having me. You guys can call me Tim. I've been the captain for the last 2 years at Bolden Area Command. And the nice thing is I actually started my career out at Bolden. And for most of the people on the historic west side are fully aware, Bolden is named after the first African American chief within the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. So that's really nice on Juneteenth. For me, it's just an absolute honor to actually be here with you guys and actually be in charge of the area command currently. I'll be really frank with you. We've had some amazing leaders at this area command. Chief Hank is over here right now. He was a prior captain for the area command. We have Barry Burns, who is also over here. God bless his soul. He's deceased now. He passed away. Our current sheriff, Kevin McMail, he couldn't make it today. He was also a prior captain of Bolden Area Command. So for me, on a daily basis, when I walk into that office, I have to pause and really look around and say, you know what, I have the opportunity to come in this community and work hand in hand with everyone in this room. And I'm just so thankful for that experience. I really am, and I thank you. We talked a lot today about spirit. We talked a lot about planting seeds. We talked about hope. And that's really what I'm going to be up here talking about. What makes our area command unique is we are really the national model for community-oriented policing. And what does that mean? It means exactly what it says. It means that we work with the community. The community's first in line. We're the glue that holds it together. And we work to solve big and small challenges within our area. And we work together. And the best part about it is it doesn't matter who you are, what you believe in, what race you are, we're all on the same mission. To reduce violence, to work together, to help our kids, to renew our spirits. And over the last 20 years, our area command, quite frankly, went from the most violent area command in Clark County to one of the safest area commands within all of Clark County. And that is because of all the efforts in this room. All of you, all of us, all of everyone working together. It's the pastors, it's the businesses, it's the non-for-profits, it's the officers buying into what this means, right? We have to take a step out and say, what are we doing wrong? What do we need to be doing differently? Why is there so much crime in our community 20 years ago? So we really had to reflect on ourselves and say, what are we doing? And the nice part about it, I came along for the ride. I came on in 2004. I came out from the Midwest, right outside the Chicago area. And when I arrived, I was like, man, we don't have any relationships. We don't have any community contacts. We respond to a crime. We basically take a report and we can't solve it because nobody will cooperate with us because they don't trust us. So it was in our hearts. And I know that the leaders in the past felt it too. I didn't mention him, but Gary Schofield, he actually is in charge of our U.S. Marshals on the federal side now. He was actually a chief for our agency. He was also a captain. He created the Safe Village team. And the Safe Village team is kind of in the earliest inception of what RECAP is. RECAP basically is when we have pastors go out with us after a crime occurs, and it's usually a very heinous, violent crime like a murder. And we have them go out hand in hand with us, and we meet with the victims of the family, we meet with members of the community, and we provide spiritual guidance. Now, Safe Village was unique because it was actually the opposite of response. It was going out to prevent violence. And this effort today is to recoup some of those successes in the past to get people to come in and volunteer and recognize what we're doing is so, so important. I want you to think about it for a second. As we all sit in here today, I'm sure there's many of us at times who have said, what's my purpose? Why am I here? I got this job, I got this title, I make good money, and I still feel like something's missing. And what I believe is that is the Spirit talking to us. And we talked about that today. And I think it's ingrained into us as human beings. I truly, truly believe this intrinsically, that when we were born with the Spirit. And when that Spirit is void, that's when problems in communities begin for ourselves, for our neighbors, for each other. So the nice part about all this is when we go out and we serve others, and it doesn't matter what you believe in, because if you think about it, we're all trying to find the path forward. It doesn't matter what religion, it doesn't matter what you believe in, it doesn't even matter if you're atheist. Every single one of us has sat here and said, why the heck am I here today? What is my purpose on this planet? And even if we forget about it time and time again, it'll come back. And we'll find when we're upset, we're sad, we're angry, it's because of that void. Okay, and what makes this so special is you can go out and offer that spirit to somebody else in a community, and it might not take place right then and there, but I guarantee you it will at some point take root. That seed will be planted. People will appreciate it. And the nice thing about it, the thing about the spirit, is when you give it to someone else, you're renewing your own spirit. We get something back each and every time when we go out, we make contact with someone, and we just provide them with a prayer. It doesn't matter what church, what synagogue, what religion, it doesn't matter. When I walk out and they say, I'm going to pray for you, I'm going to keep you in my heart, I'm going to love you, that makes a heck of a difference. And I can guarantee everybody in the room would say the same. And that spirit is what renewed this community. And when we work together, we solved huge problems to become one of the most safest communities in America. And really, we're literally the model for the entire United States. We have our COP teams in the back. Guys, go ahead and raise your hands. Thank you guys for coming. These guys are all here from all area commands. It's not just Bolden, it's from every single area command. And they're here to represent LVNPD. And with that being said, all I'm asking is when we walk out these doors today, make connection with Pastor Jordan. Say, you know what, I'd love to participate in this program. It doesn't take a lot of time. The best effort is to go out there and try to do outreach efforts prior to a violence occurring. In my opinion, that has the most effect. But on occasion, when we do have a violent encounter, having spiritual guidance out there to help that family who's already struggling. I mean, think about it. It's the worst of the worst situation. They're already void of the spirit. They had someone just taken from them. They're angry. They're upset. They're challenging their own faith. They need someone to be over there just to tell them, I care about you. And I tell you right now, if our whole country operated like that, we would be absolutely amazing. There would be nothing we cannot do if we do it together. And if we do it with the spirit and our heart and our love for each other. And it doesn't matter who we are, it doesn't matter what we believe, it doesn't matter what we look like. If we did those simple things, there is no money in the world that you could give someone that would replace that kind of love, that kind of caring, and that knowing that, hey, I don't even know this person, and they're out here and they're talking to me. And I'm telling you right now, I go out on every single homicide we have. We go out, we sing, we pray, sometimes sing with the families, and there's times where they're not happy at that moment. But a couple days go by, a couple weeks go by, and I can tell you right now, almost every single family member has said, I really, really appreciate you guys coming out and doing this. I appreciate the pastor. I appreciate the police. I appreciate the businesses who participate. I appreciate the not-for-profits. People feel that in their heart. They know that someone cares. This is a free time. And it's free. We don't have to even pay anything. That's the best part about it. That's all we're asking for. So with that being said, I appreciate you guys tonight. Thank you so much for having me. You guys have any questions for me on the program before I step away? Any questions whatsoever? Well, God bless. Happy Juneteenth. And thank you so much for allowing me to be part of this. God bless.